You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuned in to the Lick Show on Hits 92.3, and we have a new segment. I'm probably going to end up changing the name. It is Everybody Loves Mike. And you're going to think it's about Mike. No, the microphone. We're going to be doing live karaoke. And when we have different artists that come in, they're going to be singing their independent songs live in studio over an instrumental track. So they will not be singing to their actual music, just so we can see if you can sing live. The topic that we have for today is feminine men and masculine women in relationships. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're listening to The Lick Show on Hits 92.3.
Oh, I'm so nothing.
I can't believe I let you in and told you all my deepest secrets. You told me I'm expensive, but you treated me the cheapest. Thank God you let me go, I didn't know how much I needed this. Oh, I almost settled for you. Oh, think I should do what you do. Oh, and now your colors are true. Took me a while, but I knew I'm so disgusted with you. A bullet, not an arrow shot by Cupid. You really had me thinking I was dumb, naive and stupid. I'm done with these excuses. You'll never pull me through this again. Oh, I almost settled for you. Oh, think I should do what you do. Oh, and now your colors are true. Took me a while, but I knew I'm so disgusted with you.
Show. And like I said before the break, the topic of today is masculine women and feminine men. We're going to talk about it. First, let's talk about it on a single aspect, because again, a lot of things that I talk about, like I like to say, is my brain exposed. These are things that I'm thinking about. I won't always have facts, so I don't have like statistics and all of these things, but I go off of my personal experiences and what I've learned the last couple of weeks. In the last couple of days, people were telling me, I've been listening to your shows the last couple of weeks and I'm learning so much about you. And I'm like, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Because sometimes I am a little too expressive, too transparent. And they're like, no, you're probably like, I had 2 people tell me I'm the most interesting female they have ever met. And they was like, you just don't think like a normal person. They was like, when I think you're about to be a feminist, you turn around and you side with me, and vice versa. So I just, again, my brain exposed. And yeah, so the last couple of years I have been kind of quiet, and I'm back on radio. So I have a lot to get out. So I'll just talk about 2 experiences that I've had lately. And I'm not going to say any names, like I normally do not say names. Me back in the day, that is the biggest difference with me. Back in the day, I said names. And how you felt is how you felt. You'll get over it. You'll be a-okay. So I had a situation recently over the summer last year, and everybody was always like, you have to get to know a person, and a person should be your friend before you date them. And so my thing used to always be, if you have an attraction to somebody and you're interested in somebody, how do you keep them in a platonic friend space if you have romantic thoughts about them? You're like, you can see this person being your man, you can see this person being your husband, but you're supposed to build a foundation in a friendship first. And I've never been able to do that. The only way that I've seen people, to me, have done that is if they were friends for a long time and then somewhere along the way it switches and they become interested in each other. Um so I felt like that was kind of happening with someone that I was cool with. So we started as platonic friends. We were actually talking to each other about the people that we were dating. I was talking to him about somebody that I had just stopped seeing. So at the time I wasn't seeing anybody. He was just somebody that I was venting to, good friend. He was actually talking to somebody, and he didn't know if he wanted to make her his woman or just to keep it where it was. So fast forward, we're spending a lot of time talking, we're spending a lot of time hanging out, and where I thought he was coming to support me in all of my places that I host at, because I'm an MC. For those that don't know, I host different events at night, karaoke, bingo, ladies' night. It's always something different. And he would come to a lot of those events, and I'm thinking he's coming as a friend because my friends are always coming to support. Didn't think about him in a romantic sense whatsoever. So fast forward, he finally approached me in that way. And he was like, I come out to support and I do this and I do that. He was like, to him, he was courting me. And I'm like, coming to my job is not courting me. And he was like, he had a good point though. He said, you work almost 7 days a week. How is a man able to take you out on a date if you're always at work? So I don't take you away from work or make you feel guilty about you having to work. I come and hang out with you at work. That's how he felt like he was courting me. He didn't tell me he was interested in me, whatever. It didn't work out in that way. We stayed friends. I encouraged him to date the girl that he was seeing. And because I turned him down, he had all of the females that I was cool with to turn against me. He was going to the females saying, she said this about you. She said that about you. She said this, she said that. All because I didn't want to date him. Recently, the same exact thing happened where I didn't want to talk to somebody in a certain way. When I say, I put that man on a pedestal because he's so respected in the community. He's doing a lot of great things. He is on paper what you would consider a high value, high quality man. And the way he came at me, and I'm assuming because I'm not on his level, he probably thought I was going to be like, oh my gosh, he's looking at me. He's interested in me. I told him, I said, just this conversation turned me off 100%. That man cussed me out so bad. So I'm like, just those two instances, I'm learning that some, not all, let me make sure I say that. I'm going to always say that. Some men are becoming more feminine than they used to be. I see you grab that microphone. What you got to say, Sunshine? Again, beforehand, if anybody wants to see us in studio, because you can have it flipping back and forth, don't you? Okay. Well, if you want to see me in studio here at Hits 92.3, you can go onto our YouTube channel, which is Hits 92.3. Leave a comment so I can see it right here on our beautiful TV, so I don't have to try to read on, because I'm live on a couple of platforms. So if you go onto YouTube and you leave your comment, I will be able to comment back. If you want to join the conversation, you can just give us a call, 404-254-4347. Again, 404-254-4347. The topic is feminine men and masculine women in relationships or in the single form. We're talking about the single part of it right now. Okay, what you had to say? Because she grabbed that mic quick.
Just, because we're friends. And so, of course, I've heard these stories already.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that crosses my mind is I hear people saying that men aren't emotional, men aren't petty, men aren't catty or whatever like that. In both of those situations, men were very, very emotional.
Mhm.
Like, it's just giving sassy. Like, and I'm not even one of those women that want to always call a man sassy or
I
anything
hate
like
that
that.
word.
Like,
I
I'm not,
hate it.
but it's just giving, it's giving sissy.
I know men, and I'm with the men on this one.
Like you hung
It's
out
like
with your
anything
mama
a
a
man
lot.
does. Some women use it too much. Like a man
Yes.
can't do it. It's certain things that drives me insane. And I'm gonna
Alex said
speak
a
for the
man
men in
can't
this
put.
instance.
Alex said men can't
Sometimes
put fruit in their drinks, and Stoner
that
went crazy.
drives me insane. When they say men can't eat bananas, that's crazy. Men,
That's a
if you eat
tropical
bananas,
glizzy.
you can eat bananas around me. If
You
you
better
want
eat it to the side
if
like
you
a
want to eat a
taco.
lollipop, men, you can eat a lollipop around
Oh
me.
yeah, you could do that.
If you want to get a fruity drink, men, you can get a fruity drink around me.
Not a
If you
chocolate
want to express
cosmopolitan.
yourself and how you feel, I'm not having a good day, or that person pissed me off, I'm about to F him up. If you are in your feels, I will like you even more. If
I'm
I
all
can
for
get to
that.
the
I'm
you
all
are for
for
that?
that.
Okay. So I know some women don't like that. Some women do not. I had a friend.
Tell me all about the people you work with. I want to know what that bitch say.
Look, two different people, and this was, and I promise you, not saying the names, and I pray they don't feel no type of way because these are my actual friends that I'm talking about right now. They had to go to a funeral with the person that they were dating. The man cried because of the person who died, and they felt the way.
Really?
Yes, they was just like,
Was the person related to him?
one was a friend. One was a friend from childhood that he hadn't seen probably since childhood.
But that's still
So they
your
was
friend.
feeling like, why are you even crying? You don't even know that man like that no more.
Oh no, that's lame. Nah, if you
That's
cry,
lame?
no, like
Oh,
no,
that was lame that she felt that way.
yeah, like baby, if you cry, come on, cry on my shoulder. Like I'm okay with
Yes.
that.
Okay, and I'll say this, and I promise you, again, I'm never saying names, but I've never been with a man who has not shed a tear in front of me. Every single man that I've ever been with has cried in front of me.
That's because you make niggas cry.
Not in a bad way. Like they were
Oh.
no, not to
I was gonna say, nigga, you.
well, I only
use
verbally
use-
abused one.
Yeah, you're abusive.
I
Like
abused the hell
you-
out that man. He deserved it. That's why he is where he is right now.
Wait a minute.
And that was in
Don't
defense.
admit to that, Kels. That is
No, I
that
had
is
to.
abuse.
Yeah, that man verbally abused the hell out of me, and it got to a point where I had to shoot first because you're gonna break me down. Let me break you before you break me.
She's talking about I ain't
No,
never
in
had
a
a man
good
not
way.
cry in front of me. No,
Yeah,
I
no.
know, I bet
I'm talking about in a good way, where women would be like, I don't want no man crying in front of me. I feel like if I can't get to the bones and the root of a man, I'm not gonna like him that much.
Baby, let me tell you
We
something.
be having I have deep conversations.
Something so sexy is
What?
watching a man cry like during Mrs. Doubtfire or some shit like that when they or like don't let it be one of them movies where the dog been missing for a long time and then he come home and then you look over and he got that
He got a
one
little
tear.
tear?
Baby,
That would turn me on.
well, I was just about to say, baby, you want to show this look?
Yes. But other
Let me
women,
help
and
you
I
stop
feel
crying.
like
I put it in my mouth right now. Like, don't cry, baby. It's okay.
it is okay to cry in front of Kels. I don't care what it is. Now, if you crying every day, like you me, I'm sensitive. I'm not as sensitive as I used to be. I used to cry over everything. Like one thing with me, if you start crying right now, I don't even have to know why you're crying. I'm gonna get teary eyed and I'm probably gonna cry. And you probably will just be like, I stumped my toe and it hurt. I'm over here crying too because I seen you cry.
If you make me start crying, I'm ready to fight you because why am I crying?
I did Ashley like that. She was like, I can't even look
I
at
don't even
you.
like you, Shad. Why is you making me cry right now? Get
Yep.
it together. Like, don't do that. Like,
Yeah,
but
so you can't just be crying just to be crying.
yeah,
like
I'm empathetic.
my boss pissed me off at work and now you crying.
Yeah.
Now, if you cry in front of me because it's some serious stuff going on or you're just venting about something that's like, you might be a crier because you're like really, really pissed about something and you about to put a hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me. Absolutely talk to
That's
me.
me.
And I've never gotten an argument with somebody that would turn around and say that I said something back that they vented to me. Like I would never use what you say to me against you.
Right.
In an argument. You'll never get that side of me.
I'm very afraid of that.
Yeah, I would never do that.
That makes me not open up to people, but I've
heard that.
That's because of past traumas.
Yep.
Like I got to get over that. I'm one of those people who's always worried about if I'm being too authentic to you, then are you gonna judge me later? Like that's what I get. Like I really am an open book, and having like the radio show and stuff like that, it allows us to be open
Mhm.
on a level that most people aren't.
Yep.
So then when you get around somebody that you can get even like you can pull back a whole completely different layer and you feel safe doing that,
Mhm.
and then they're just like, what the hell? Like they're judging you for that. That hurts way more because it's like I'm already a very open person. To allow you to another level of the game and then you judged me, that's crazy. Like,
Yep.
it just makes you not want to open up at all.
Absolutely. And I feel like anybody that does that is one, they're just not a trustworthy person. But that makes you super feminine. If a man does that to a woman, that is super feminine. And I hear it now, some men will say, I don't do it to be malicious and I don't do it to tally up the scores, but they feel like some women are unappreciative and they have to remind them, like, I'm not a person who doesn't do XYZ. I've done this for you. They Men will also say that they can do 100 things. And that one thing that they messed up on, women will be like, "You don't ever do anything right," and now they got to remind you of the 100 things that they did versus this one thing that they
I
messed
think
up
that's a
on.
person thing, not a woman or man thing, because I can think of men that are like that as well, that are
Hmm.
just focused on that one thing that you did wrong, and they're not paying
Mm,
attention to the
okay.
800 things that you have done for them. They're still just focused on that one thing that pissed them off. So I think that's a person thing,
Hmm.
depending on your emotional intelligence and if you're able to recognize the value in people versus just being able to criticize or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
It was something you said that I was thinking about. I promise y'all, if you ever feel triggered during Kel's show, you're not alone.
Everybody says they get their therapy when the Lick Show comes on.
You're not
Lick
alone.
Show love is cool with Kels. I'm just trying to make us all heal, and I enjoy. So I
Then she be
remember
looking at me when she's saying stuff like, "Don't look at me."
now I did say this. It had to be like 3 or 4 months ago, where it was the day I said it. When I was making the post, it was like the lowest I had ever felt in my life, and I was like, ah, this has to be the foundation, quote unquote, of the root of whatever problem it is. Like when you hit the bottom of something, you're falling like 50 feet, and you finally hit the ground. That's what I was feeling that day. And then a couple days later, it was like, so therapy for me has been like amazing. So I'm just excited to learn like new things about myself. And when I find out that there's something that would be considered a red flag, I'm like, ooh, let me research and figure out how to fix it. So I'm always in the fix it stage to where it's exciting for me now. Like I enjoy getting to know me and learning new things about me and fixing things and pouring the good things out that I've changed about myself.
Talking to you and Ashley and different people or whatever makes me feel like these were conversations I wish my mom would have had with me when I was younger. You know what I
Shit, me
mean?
too.
Like I feel like as black women, you either got way too much information about one particular subject
Mm-hmm.
or it was just so taboo that they didn't talk to you about it at all, right?
Yeah.
So like on my father's side, the women on that side of my family never talked about sex. They never talked about like
Mine
they spit.
either.
I was 12 and they still would spell the word sex
Oh
when they were
wow.
talking about what Victor Newman was doing on Love and the Restless. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So on that side of my family, we never talked about relationships. We never talked about any of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dating was very, you need to wait till you're older. There was no teach you how to date or whatever, teach you how to interact with the opposite sex.
Right.
On my mom's side of the family, the sex talk was all, or the talk as far as relationships was concerned, was always just the sex talk. If you have sex, you're going to get pregnant. You need
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
careful. You know what I mean? Things like that. You don't want to get trapped and stuff like that. Like I always realized that having a baby was a choice. It wasn't a accident. You know exactly how your reproductive system works.
Right.
And because you know how it works, because you know that having sex means having babies, then if you are going to do it, you need to be protective. And so that's why I tell people all the time, none of my kids were accidents. I knew exactly what the hell I was
Oh, that's
doing.
dope.
Yeah, none of my
Yeah.
kids. Oh no, I might have
Kimora
been
wasn't an
stupid.
accident. I begged for her for years.
Oh, I might have been stupid, but I wasn't. And when I say stupid, I just say that in the sense of I literally let him take my birth control from me.
Gotcha.
He was like, you don't need these anymore. Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about it, shouting.
And I'm you so funny. Okay,
Uh-huh.
right, dumb in love, and like not really thinking about it because I didn't have that conversation with my mom about it's not just about love, it's
Mhm.
also about the business side of it. It's about who you're getting in with, what they're going to pour into you, what you're going to pour into them. How are they? Are they a leader? Are they a leader in the style that you need a leader to be? I never had any of those conversations.
I think a lot of us went through that though, Sunshine. I think
really, because I feel like a lot of y'all are way ahead of me, and I feel real dumb sometimes.
Okay, so my dad, I will say I've had a lot of relationship conversations with my dad.
Never.
So I get those type of conversations. And then in these days, in my 40s, I talk to my godfather a lot. Like we talk maybe 4 or 5 days a week.
I don't think
We
I
go
have an
out to eat
older
once a
man
week.
that well, my grandfather passed away. So
Mhm.
he was my older man that I would talk to
Mhm.
about my relationships or whatever. But I have a very fine line. Like
Yeah.
I won't
But
talk
I
to my
didn't
family
have
members about my relationship because if if I'm gonna stay or if whatever or we've worked through everything, now y'all know and y'all hate him. So
right.
I messed up the first time in my first relationship
Yeah.
with that, and I would talk too much about what was going on. So who do you talk to talk about those things? Because I don't talk to my father about that. I talk to my father about business. Like
Gotcha. No.
my dad's first person I call for interviews.
What I appreciate with me growing up, you want to know who the very first person I told when I lost my virginity? My grandmother. You don't want to know how long I waited? As soon as I got home. So it wasn't like she had to find out, she had to catch me. I literally when I got home, I'm like, guess what? I'm not a virgin anymore. She's like, "What?" Yeah, just earlier today. And she had a whole conversation about being protective. Everybody loved Tori. So she wasn't like worried about him treating me any kind of way. She was just like, y'all need to be careful, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. But my grandmother also was the type of woman to when I moved in with her thing was, I'm gonna give you 100% trust. You have to earn it to keep it or earn it to lose it. I didn't have a curfew. So she's locking her door at midnight. If I'm not in the house by midnight, you need to call me and tell me where you are because I'm not getting up to unlock the door. And you ain't getting no keys because this is my house. That's how she was. So you would have to call her, tell you where you are. If you're leaving from that location, she made it to where I wanted to always respect her because she respected me as a human being. And she didn't put a lot of rules on me, so I was able to move how I wanted to, but I always made sure that she knew what was going on in my life. And we had a lot of conversations then. So when she died in 2014, it was like, I don't even know who I am. I used to go to her for every decision before I would make that decision. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? When I wanted to buy my house, should I buy a house? Should I do this? What you think about Tori? Blah, blah, blah. Like everything. So I always had somebody that I can talk to. But when I was coming up, because she's not my biological grandmother, I met her at 12, 13 years old. Moved in with her at 15. So um I think I don't know. I think 90210, the show, and how they was always sleeping around with each other and getting their hearts broken and all that stuff. I was always like, I don't want that. So in high school, before I had sex for the first time, I was 17. I was talking to a 12-year-old on my dance team about sex because she was already having sex. And I didn't want my friends to know that I was even thinking about it yet because I just didn't want everybody in my business. I was literally talking to a 12-year-old about like, does it hurt? Like, should I do this? What should I do? Blah, blah, blah. 12.
Girl, let
She
me
was
tell you
12.
something. I was so afraid my first time. Okay. And the first time I actually did it, I never did it again for a whole year after that, like almost 2 years later.
Really?
Then the next person that I had sex with, I was with him for 10 years. Like, what in the hell, sunshine? Like,
my first I
it's
was
crazy.
with Tori was 14 years, and people used to ask me that whole relationship, like, you're not curious what it's like with someone else? No, like we were good. I
Yeah.
thought, you don't have anything to
Hey, look, I'm
compare it
good.
to. How are you?
I'm having fun. It's
Yeah,
great. Like,
same thing. If like I made this analogy yesterday, if I had butter pecan ice cream and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, and I never tried anything else, it's the best ice cream in the whole
right.
wide world. Because what
Exactly.
am I comparing it to?
And then what's really weird to me though, like, okay, first let me tell you this because this is just funny and it's always in the back of my head when I think about my virginity story, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so first of all, when I lost my virginity, it he was a virgin too.
Okay.
Never do that. I don't think two virgins are a good thing. I don't because nobody knows where it's supposed to go or how or what to do. And that poor boy was a
That poor
like,
boy.
oh, let me tell you
Bless
something.
his heart.
Whoever he's with now, oh,
Hmm.
they are in love with him because he was a great person. He was, and I was way too young for that much greatness. Mm-mm.
Stupid. Stupid.
For it to be my first time, that was way too much greatness. Okay. So let me say that. Second of all, I slept in his closet for an hour and a half because when we were right before it entered, his dad came home and
Ah.
sat down on the couch and smoked a blunt. And so I had to hide in the closet
Until
and
his
fell
dad
asleep
was.
in the closet. Yes. And then last but not least, after we did it, because again, the only talk that I had was if you have sex, you will get pregnant.
Hmm.
After we did it, I immediately thought I was pregnant and I was walking around eating bananas and calling Planned Parenthood. And I don't know why bananas are the
Yeah,
things
you
that
were
you
too young to be having. You doing all that.
I was like 16, 17.
Also, okay, it was around the same age.
Yeah, I was like 17. So,
Yeah.
but just the things that your parents tell you, right?
Hmm.
So I'm telling him I'm pregnant. I know it. I got to be pregnant.
I
He's
gotta
like,
be.
yeah. He's like, oh, we could be a family. We could be together. I'm like, no, you're shitting dumb. We're calling Planned Parenthood. And then like 2 days later, my cycle comes on. And then I finally told my aunt. And, then she
Uh-huh.
has the actual, like, a better talk with me or whatever.
Right.
But that just goes to show you. And it's weird because it's like I think you have like two types of girls. You have those girls who been doing it out of both pants legs since they
Hmm.
were 12 years old. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I
And
had
and just to say that particular girl has been married since high school. Well, right after high school, and they're still
Mm,
married today.
that's
So
beautiful.
yeah, not with that one that she was,
Right.
but for her to start so young, you think she'd be all over the
Right.
place. Yeah, she's been married longer than any of us.
But
So
it's crazy because you have these men who talk about they want a woman who is inexperienced or whatever, right?
hmm.
But then when you come across a woman who technically is still inexperienced, but she's just older, then they kind of make fun of you because it's like how you don't know,
Yes.
right? Why you don't know how to do this, or why you don't know nothing about that? And it's
It's
like,
certain things about me I get called immature, and it's okay. I'll
and
sit
it's
at the
like
kitty
I'll
table.
be
But certain things
immature,
I'm not gonna do.
right? Not even that I'm
And
not
there's
gonna.
certain
I just haven't experienced.
Well, no, it's
it.
literally it's just certain things. So this is the thing with me, and I'm not gonna have a whole sex conversation. I am so again, I might be an interesting person. I might have to admit that. There's certain things that most people do that I just won't do. And there's certain things that I will do that women be like, that is way too much. I'm never doing that. So I'm different.
I
I'm
can
just
understand that.
yeah, certain
The
like
juxtaposition of sunshine is crazy as well, like the ups and downs. But that leads it back into the question that you had about masculine versus feminine, right?
Mhm.
With me being the type of person that hasn't had a lot of different experiences with different men, right? If
Mhm.
I am in the bedroom with you and you judge me, I automatically feel as though you're feminine
I don't
because
know.
you have to
Well,
be masculine for
so
me.
this
You
is the
have to have
thing.
a higher
I
like
agree
your
with that in a
sex
sense.
weirdness has to be higher than mine.
Yeah, I won't necessarily call it feminine. I would just say he's not. He should make you feel comfortable. Any man should make a woman feel comfortable when you're intimate in whatever aspect it is. Like, what man doesn't want a woman to feel comfortable in her most vulnerable moment? Because they say men, which I don't always agree with this, that men always think of sex and that is like the core of what a man wants. Because sometimes that's women too.
Yeah,
Like that, I don't think that has always been a topic back in the day, but women want sex just as much as men do, sometimes more. Sometimes they say like women can't handle just having sex with a man because she's going to get in her feelings, and women are just built that way. No, some women don't. They don't want. all that extra. They just want some.
They just want to,
They just want that, and then they cool with it, and they can go on about their day. So
break the curse.
any man, I feel like that will not make a woman feel comfortable in that space is just childish. It could be considered feminine, but I just say immature, not necessarily girly.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but see, maybe that's a thing about me too. When I think of masculine and feminine, I don't always think of girly and boy. Like, it's not this is boyish or girlyish. This is just,
Really?
yeah, like
So
it's
when you
like
think masculine, you don't think man.
not always, no.
What comes to mind?
Because there are some things that are universal that people call masculine that I
Okay.
feel like anybody in that role could take that on. So I'm not gonna
Like
look
the
at it like,
food. Food. I'm gonna go back to that. The food people eat
right.
does not. It's not a. It's the weirdest thing when I hear about food. It's a masculine or a feminine thing to do or eat.
Or
It's just food. We all have to eat.
CEO. Most people think masculine, but for me, it you definitely have to hold some sort of masculine tendencies
You
to
do.
hold that position,
You do.
but it doesn't automatically mean man for me. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Mhm.
Vulnerability. People automatically think feminine, but for a real woman seeing a vulnerable man, it doesn't mean
That makes
he
him a man to me.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
So
strong
I
if you
don't
can
I
be
don't see
vulnerable.
masculine, feminine as
Gotcha. Okay.
boy, girl.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more of the aura or the position that you hold in it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Be
Yeah.
like nurturing. You automatically think feminine, but when I think nurturing of a man that's nurturing, um, I just lost my grandma and I'm crying. And you are able to embrace me and hold me
Yep.
and nurture me.
Yep.
You are still very masculine in that feminine energy that people are talking about, right? But then you have other people who would stand there and be like, "Why are you crying?"
Exactly.
And
So let me
so
ask you.
that's not masculine to me. That's something I don't have a word. I do have a word for it, but I can't say it on here because then.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I just don't feel the same about masculine and feminine. And I would love to hear a man's opinion about that. Like, are there things that a woman can do that men feel are masculine, but it's still very sexy for them? You know what I mean? It's
I
not.
think and it depends on the man because I'm learning, and I think this is too you could be true in both ways. Depending on certain rooms that you are in is going to bring a different demographic of the mindset of a certain man versus another room that you're in is the demographic
Concur.
of a different mindset.
Concur.
So some men would take a woman owning a business and wanting to go 50-50 and wanting to do this and wanting to do that and wanting to pay for her own this, that, and the third, he might consider her to be a masculine woman because he's like, I don't like my woman doesn't do this and my woman doesn't do that.
Like, is your
On the
mom
opposite
masculine for
end,
the fact that she wants to work even though she has a husband that doesn't want her to?
he would consider that masculine, but it doesn't bother him. And that's what I was going to say too. You can get in a completely different room and take me being the owner of Hits 92.3 and I pay all my own bills and I got, my own car and I'm raising kids and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Some men find that sexy. Where another man might be like, oh no, she got too much going on. She's not feminine enough for me. Where I'm like super feminine. But because you see the outside, you think that I wouldn't be. Where the next person might be like, oh, that's the woman I want. She go out there and get it. She like I'll never have to worry about her taking from the pot. She's gonna always add to the pot. So it just depends on the room that you're in. Because the guys that called from that last episode would probably consider me masculine. Whereas in another room would consider that sexy and attractive.
And see, when I get approached by people or when people describe me, they always describe me as very masculine. And I'm like, that's crazy because I'm like that in a business form. But if you know me or at least I feel like it, you might ask my person or you might ask somebody involved with me and they might feel differently. But I feel like in the right setting with the person that I'm with, that I am very much like a Cheshire cat. Like I'm very, you rub on me, I purr. I'm very, tell me what to do. Not
Yeah.
if you can tell me what to do,
Right,
then I'm
right,
gonna do
right.
what you tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can't give that to everybody. And that's kind of my way of letting you know that you are that nigga for me, or you are
Gotcha.
that person for me. Like,
Mhm.
if I was like that with everybody, then you're not special.
Gotcha.
But the fact that you got me in my hey
Well, I'll say this.
is
Okay,
something
just
special.
think of something from my past that I didn't like. So, my ex, he would always buy me flowers just because. He would always cook certain meals just because. When we separated and he got in a new relationship and I saw the girl posting he sent her flowers or he cooked her certain foods, I could have felt like, oh, I don't feel special because you didn't do that for me. That was a light bulb, like, oh, that's just him. That's a character. So when I say I'm like that with everybody, that's genuinely
That's your character.
that's my character.
And see,
So if a man feels like, oh, she's sweet and soft with this guy, and like if she does that with me, I don't feel special. That's because this is who I'm with. If I'm with this person, I'm gonna act like that. If I'm with this person, whether he's top tier or totem pole, I'm gonna be like that because that's just who I am. I'll change the person before I change who I am to fit how I feel about a person. I act a certain way with that person, if that makes sense. Like my person has to be where I can always just be me.
I think for me, it's more of an activation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not changing it. You just didn't activate it.
Gotcha.
You didn't flip that light switch.
Okay.
And then that's like the conversation we
So
were
mine
having
goes
earlier.
yours has to go on. Mine
Yeah.
has to go off.
Right.
Because mine is on for everybody.
Right.
And you have to turn it off.
Right.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. It's just the opposite.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier when I was like, once I like you, it's just open. Like, I'm not about to, like, if either you're going to accept all of this exactly how it is, or you're going to be like, oh shit, I don't like you now.
Yeah.
And yeah, because once I flip my light switch and I like you, you get
so let me
lover,
ask
girl.
you this. You're on a first date. Are you kind of reserved or are you sunshine?
No, I am me as sunshine, as the person everybody knows.
Okay.
But I am not, Cherie. I'm not, that person when we're kind of quiet and whispering.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, somebody told me I was weird, but I'm that girl who, if I can sit in the car with you and turn my phone on and just buy a bottle and sit in the car with you and just talk,
yeah,
you could be my person.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
because I can take my shoes off. I can be comfortable. I can be me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I always have to be checking for everything and looking and everything, you know what I mean? Like, if I can't just relax, then no, I know you're not that, because I always feel on.
That is probably it could be negative or positive, but I would be like that day one with anybody.
Like, I feel like everybody expects sunshine to be the hood unicorn. They're looking for sunshine. So when I can just be not sunshine, that's the person I'm paying a little bit more attention to. Like,
Yeah, because it's different. I'll tell everybody there's Markel, for those that don't know my real name, and then there's KELZ. There's KK from way back in the day that people from middle school and high school, if they see me, they be like, oh my gosh, hey KK. And I'll be like, yeah, I don't even go by that no more. She just liked to fight. That was her.
Once you said that, I automatically thought about she got her toe bit off one time.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
And I had a gun put in my head and I still was talking shit. That's KK. We leave her back there. Nobody has ever really brought her out in my older years.
We'll pull this
But
ponytail. Oh!
I gotta tell that story one day, but it's gonna take us completely off topic. But I will say, I am the chill, wanting to like just be up under you and just like cuddle and do things like that, where I won't be like that with everybody. But having real conversations, wanting to do stuff fun, both people would get those. It's like, both people won't get So yeah, both people would get those. Because I'm like that with my friends.
Like, if I'm dating a whole, like, okay, if I was dating, right, and I say that if I was dating.
Mhm.
I'm currently not dating, you guys. I am in, as KELZ would say, a situationship. I'm married. Okay. Anyways. Okay. If I was dating and I was dating more than one person, right?
Mhm.
Everybody would not get the same sunshine.
Okay.
There's no way.
There's
There's
nobody
no
can.
no. I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
There would be levels to this shit.
It has to
You
be.
you have to
I
get.
think that for anybody, it has to be
Yeah.
everybody. So I'm the same way as far as what you see on radio is what you get in person. If I'm dating you exclusively and we're trying to build something, now I'm having different conversations because you're you. But it's still not going to be drastically different from who everybody sees and everybody. Because again, I don't want to ever have to put 2, 3, 4 different hats on. I don't want to do that. And that's why I run business the way I do. I'm the same person with business too. Like and that's why I be like, when they be like, oh my gosh, KELZ in the building. I'm like, who do they think I am? I'm just regular. I'm just me.
Child, you scared the shit out of me today.
That's because you didn't know I was in the room.
I mean,
I'm talking about how they act. Like they won't even do their show if I'm sitting in the room. And I'm like, if they only knew what y'all see online is the same person sitting in this room while y'all are doing your show.
But no, I think what you're missing there is the respect factor.
I get
it's
it.
Not. It's
No,
not
I get
just
it.
that. It's more so that I want to make sure that the product that I told her I was gonna put out is what I'm putting out.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Even now, like everybody y'all keep making fun of me and y'all keep saying no, it's not because of KELZ, but it really is. Like we sat down a couple of months ago, we had a meeting.
Mhm.
In the meeting, without us discussing everything, one of the key points that you said when I was like, okay, what are things that I can work on? Right?
Mhm.
And you said it. You was like, your appearance. You have to step up the way you dress.
Yeah, and I always
because
say
it matters.
dress
You're
for
not
the
the
position you want. I always say
right.
that. Yeah.
And you're not the only person who has told me that. Now, am I able to just go and do do I got somebody giving me bands and stuff like that? No. But are there specific times when I have saved up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a haul real quick?
Yeah.
Then yes. And I do that. And when I do, I think you notice that, okay, yeah, it's not just hoodies and sneakers and whatever else. She's trying, she's attempting.
And I appreciate it. And you look so good. And everybody sees it.
And
with these comments, y'all.
Y'all are
the
hilarious.
Comments that she gets. Someone
Hilarious.
said, great discussion. Thank you so much. I'll say this. And it's when I say masculine and feminine, this is all new terms. We never grew up with all these freaking terms, but if we're going to go there, we're going to go there. If Sunshine and I were sitting in a room and nobody knew us, they probably would think that she was my girlfriend. How you used to dress and how you carry yourself. When I would tell somebody
I get
she's
lesbian
with a man,
a
they'd
lot.
be like, Sunshine's not a lesbian? Where did she ever say she was with a woman? When did she ever say I'm a lesbian? So it has to be off of appearance. So that could be
or I
part
give
of the
off a very
discussion is where
androgynous aura. I definitely
you
give off a
do.
very
And I come off very soft and girly, so I can see that. So some people, if we were sitting in the same room, they would say that Sunshine gives masculine energy and I give feminine energy.
Somebody told me I was a lipstick stud. What she call me? What she call me?
And she's
what that bitch call me?
I be looking at them like, what?
Wait a minute. What did that bitch
They be
call
like,
me?
she
called
not a
me
lesbian.
lipstick
No,
stud,
she's not
I think.
Sunshine is not a lesbian, okay? My girl she likes hoodies. She like being comfortable. She got her
my weed
earring.
I just like to be comfortable, y'all. That's
some men find that sexy.
I call it girl
depends
next
on
door.
what it is.
That's what I call it. I just have a very girl. I got a home girl vibe all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. People, and I've said this before, the guys that I like, my friends think are gay because they're clean. I always say they clean because my friends like the Tims. They like the men that don't like to get their nails, not their nails done. I hate saying that because that sounds very feminine.
Yeah.
But they don't even clean under the, like men, like I ain't going to no salon. I want you to go to a nail shop and get your nails cleaned up.
Okay, maybe it's the nail tech in me, like the hair, like the
because you want that
in me.
Wash your hair,
but
wash
baby,
your hands,
let me
wash
tell
your
you
clothes.
something. You cannot touch the softest place on earth, and you've got fingers like
Thank
that.
you.
That is not. That is how you get.
I don't like
how
body
you mess
hair.
your pH up, ma'am.
Some women like men with a lot of hair. I wouldn't turn a man down because he got hair, but if you ask me my preference, Get all that waxed off.
Oh, baby,
I
that
want
shit's
you
sexy.
completely bare.
Hey.
Bare that off too.
Let me tell you
And
something.
some men like that's not a man, man. So that's
It
the
looks bigger,
feminine.
fellas. It looks bigger, fellas.
And some men,
I'm just
some
saying.
women might stay down there longer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just saying.
Um,
It helps.
clothing. Hoochie daddy shorts is my thing.
Shut up. I have been cracking up with you
Some-
on this one because I have never. I say if a man shows his thighs, that's like cleavage.
That is
Like
sexy.
man thigh. If I see above your knee, that is like titty meat. That is
Robert
that,
said I like my nails clean. Thank
like
you.
that is net. That is that. Oh
you
my
said that's like titty meat.
man, I love thigh meat.
Look,
I
so
see
it-
your thighs.
People
sir.
keep asking me, what the heck is a hoochie daddy shorts? Hoochie daddy shorts is like the basketball shorts from the 70s, 80s, where they are where you can see your thighs.
I
You
call
see
them
your thigh
Dicky
muscles.
Dukes.
Dicky Dukes. Because that's literally what it is.
I
Some
call them
men are
Dicky
like,
Dukes.
I am not wearing shorts above my knees. That's gay. They call it feminine.
Shout out to D Ferg.
Wear
He
them for me.
Stay in some Dicky Dukes.
Dicky Dukes.
Okay.
I'm like,
Look at
So
them
hoochie
boys.
daddy
They got
shorts.
them Dicky Dukes.
that's my favorite. So there's two things that women like. For me and those that I'm finding out they like them too is the hoochie daddy shorts.
Mhm.
The other thing that women like are the gray sweatpants.
Oh my
Those
God.
are cool, but I'm not a visual like if a man stands in front of me naked, I'm not going to get turned on. If a woman stands in front of me naked, I'm not going to get turned on. But if I see muscles, that does it for me. In the gray sweatpants, you see a print. Okay, I see it. It's funny and it's cool, everybody talking about it, but that don't do nothing for me.
Okay.
Now, if I see your thighs and your muscles, or you got on a tank top, and I see, back muscles is my thing. I don't know what it is about a back, but if I see, oh gosh, but I like thighs too. I like the ridges in the thighs.
it's
thigh
the
meat.
GI Joe line for me.
Yeah,
I love that
the
GI
V-
Joe
the
line.
V cut.
that little. Oh my God.
What you saying? Oh hell no to the hoochie daddy shorts.
That GI Joe line be all
I
on
didn't see
it.
the thighs.
But for me,
Speedos, no.
oh hell nah.
Don't do.
I don't
see
even
that
like
much
regular
thigh.
boxers. They got to be boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs is
Yeah,
the thing.
they got to be boxer briefs.
Boxers
But-
are too baggy. Boxer briefs is the thing.
And then and
are
boxers
so
remind
awful
me of
what
like
we-
a 50-year-old white man. I don't like those. And then if you
and
and
it's
the
flag, you're
only
gonna piss me off.
and the only way you can wear briefs is if you got an ass like Idris Elba in that heist movie that he did, Takers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you gotta have it. You gotta squat like
and that is one
275.
thing
to
I
ha-
have never cared about a man's butt. When women be like, he's got a nice ass, I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Oh no, baby, you got it. Okay,
I don't
because
look at
look,
man's butt.
I won't look at you twice if you're hippie.
Okay.
So it matters. If you
So if he has a flat butt, I don't care
You
about
can't
the
have no
back.
Hank
I care
Hill.
about your back. I don't care about your butt. What'd you say?
You got that Hank Hill?
So if he has a flat butt, it's a turn off. Okay.
Sir, you don't
So it
lift
can't
nothing.
be big
You don't.
and it can't be small.
No, you can't look like you got a BBL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like grabbing ass when we doing it. Like I want to feel something back there. Like damn. But for me, it's smell.
It smells.
Oh my
What you
God.
mean?
Oh my God, baby! If you smell good,
Yes.
I cannot not get close to you. Smelling
The smell.
good,
It's the smell.
fellas. Let me tell you something. It's a couple of them out there that immediately will turn on the
Mhm.
softest place on earth.
Mhm.
Like it. Pie by Gavinci,
Okay.
Issey Miyake.
Okay.
I'm thinking of another one, but I can't think of the name of it. But I can think of the person. That's crazy.
We probably thinking about the same person. Because he always smells good.
Always.
He always
Like
smells
it
good.
never fails. Like the moment you walk in, you just like you smell good, and
I
it's not
knew-
even. It's not even
I
in
knew
a
he was
sexual.
here.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
knew he was here.
yeah. You just like you smell good, and it's just like wow, damn. Like what was that?
And I'll be quick to tell a man, you smell amazing.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, you can get a front hug from me, smelling
you
good.
smell good.
Oh yeah, come on, titties, all titties on that hug. Come on, I'm not hugging you from the side. What? You smell great.
So smelling good, dressing good, clean hair. If you're bald, you keep it cut. Your shoes are nice. I just like a clean cut type of guy where some people find that feminine. I don't see that feminine whatsoever. April said, "No, ma'am." Dickie Dukes, no thanks. And then Robert said, "No one is wearing no damn short shorts. Is this an ATL thing?" I don't know. Is
If
this
it
an
is,
Atlanta thing?
but if it is,
We'll take it. I'm born and
ATL, ho.
raised. Yeah, I'm born and raised here. So if
Right.
it's an Atlanta thing, then yeah, it's an Atlanta thing.
Now, what I don't
Not
like,
every woman likes that because we just had one on YouTube that said
and
no,
she's
no ma'am.
definitely ATL for life. Okay.
She
Now,
said no ma'am.
I do not like skinny jeans on a man.
It depends on how skinny. I would prefer that than baggy. And
If
that's
you
the
have
thing.
to shimmy into your pants,
Don't do that. Yeah,
I'm
don't do it.
not.
If you can't put your wallet in there, it's too tight.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's too
like,
tight.
No,
I don't like I don't want to see your boxers. And even when I was younger, so it's not even an age thing for me. When I was younger, if I see your boxers,
Yeah, that's not.
it's
cute.
a turn off.
Yeah.
If I see your belt over your shirt, it's a turn off.
Like you're trying to show it off like it's a cod piece. Like, yeah, like, bruh, okay, so you have, okay, maybe it's just me, but I don't have to know that you have money
I don't have to know that you have money
for you to be
because
sexy
I feel like
for
you
me.
don't have money.
Right. Like, if I see you, like, I can tell that this is a good quality shirt, right? It does not have to have Gucci all over it.
You don't have to have the whole entire Gucci outfit on at the same time.
Right. Like, I'm not a label whore, and I've never been a label whore. I just like people who like to dress well, right? And people who like their own aesthetic, or they like their own style, right?
Yes.
And then sometimes you have to tell people you're on the radio and they should text you. But a man who looks like he's trying to show you, like he's peacocking, like he's
What about a
trying
lot of
too
jewelry?
hard. It depends. It you can have on nice jewelry and it be simplistic.
Okay.
But if you walking around looking like Flavor Flav, I
it's
feel
too
like
much.
those are
You
caricatures.
don't have to wear them all at the same time.
Right.
y'all.
Those are caricatures of men to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're acting like a man.
Yeah.
A real man can have on, his pinky ring or his watch or, an earring in or a nice necklace and still be very much put on and aesthetically pleasing. And you can tell, oh, he got that shit.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, you're bezeled out. Like, you know who I'm thinking about, right? On what night? And it's like, you got all these jewels on, but I know those are fake. All of that is fake.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That help? Okay, bet.
Yes.
Like, I see everything you have, and it just doesn't, like, you're trying to attract, and that's not as cute. No,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm not into that one. I'd rather if I'm the type of person, I'd rather not wear any jewelry than to wear the fake jewelry.
I would rather wear not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what's sexy. For real. And this is, again, y'all gonna call me a lesbian, but I'm just, I'm fluid.
Go ahead. Come on.
fluid. But, what's it called? On Wednesdays. My brain is saying
Rocco?
Angel. It's not Ashley. Ashley.
Okay, Ashley.
You know that her jewelry is real.
Mhm.
But even though she wears, how she wears it or whatever, it's
Mhm.
still very sexy. It's
Mhm.
not like, it's not a peacock. It's,
She's just wearing jewelry.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
She's got a watch, a necklace, a bracelet.
But these is real diamonds.
Yeah.
And you don't question whether they are real or not.
Mhm.
If I have to question whether
Then
or
it's
not
too
your
much.
jewelry is real or not, it's too much, and then it's not sexy no more. Like,
So would you consider that to be feminine? Like your attention whore? Would that be a feminine trait if a person has to showboat?
because see, that goes back to when I first started the conversation, feminine and masculine.
Okay.
Because if
Or
I knew she was broke,
is it sassy?
it might be sassy.
It might be sassy.
But if I knew she was broke,
I consider
and
sassy
she
to
had
be
all that
feminine.
on there, that shit wouldn't be cute to me.
Gotcha.
So you see what I'm
So,
saying?
It's a location that I go to, and it's a guy that wears this big piece, right? And I always wonder what he does for a living. I'm always going to look to see what kind of shoes he has on. Some kind of designer shoes every time. P.J. was laughing at me because when he left, I went to go look out the window. I was like, let me see what kind of car he's driving. And he kept walking and walking and walking till he was far in the distance. And we was like, even if, so maybe he stays close, But if you have money, you're gonna Uber, right? Because you're that man. You're just not gonna walk that far. You're just gonna take a Uber because you got it. You got all this jewelry on. If it's $20 to get up the street, they're gonna spend a little $20. And if you drove, your car is in the parking lot. So we was looking like, where's he going?
See, and okay,
So
that's
now when I see him, I assume the jewelry is fake and the shoes are fake.
and see, even if you told me it was real, it still wouldn't matter because it's then I'm like, you're just you're fiscally irresponsible. So that's even more unattractive. Like that's even uglier. So either way, it's not cute. Like I'd rather you just stay in your lane. I don't
Mhm.
understand why people, if you are a 30,000-aire, rock that 30,000
it.
sexy, shorty.
If you
Like
see
I'm okay
me,
with that.
right,
I'm okay
so-
with that. I've never been the one to be like, I have to have the man with money. No, I have to have the man with heart, drive, ambition, and you know, he like me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So I will say this though, because we are in Atlanta, some of this stuff matters to us as individuals. It doesn't matter, but right now, if I was to pull up to a
You said
place,
that about
being
your
who
car.
I am, I know I'm about to say it now.
Mhm.
Being who I am, when I pull up to a place, I was treated differently when I had my Porsche versus me having my Honda.
Really?
Yes,
Because a part of me listening to that conversation to you when I
Mhm.
went and got my new car,
hmm
like, I don't know if you remember me calling you and talking about these niggas is trying to put me in this big orange bus. This is not sexy, KELZ. I can't pull up nowhere in this. I was thinking about what you were saying. Like, no, this is not gonna be on brand. And maybe I can't afford
and
a Porsche.
I've got to a place where I don't. That's why I said,
But when I pull up outside in that car, people like, okay,
Yeah.
compared to, as my homegirl called it, the rat mobile that I used to ride. Because the other car, everybody always
'Cause
think
you took
about
a
the
step up.
hamsters.
So it's different. So you feel like you took it a step up.
Yeah, but I'm still in my
Versus
price range.
On the outside, I took it a step down. But if you were a person that is like me, I don't look at, like, now that I've had the foreign car, I don't care about foreign cars. If I never had one, I'd be like, oh my gosh, she's driving this or he's driving that. I'd be like, oh, I had that. Oh yeah, I had that. I don't care about that stuff now. Now I can go from car insurance being $400 a month versus $200 a month. I can fill up my gas versus $100 a week, or $100 every time I fill up versus between $35 and $40 filling up.
See,
I don't care
the
what
day
y'all
when you
think.
told
I
me-
save money having a regular car versus the fancy car that when I pull up, they like, oh yeah, she got money. And
Let
that
me
was
tell
the
you something.
misconception that everybody was feeling. And when I would try to negotiate things, because they saw what I pulled up in, my price was different because they felt like I had it. So it matters depending on where you're trying to go. If I'm trying to pull up to a love and hip hop event, then yeah, I want to be in my Porsche. But if I'm trying to go do a business deal and I'm trying to make the money flip my way, I'm pulling up in a Honda.
Okay, two things. One, when you told me that your battery was under the seat,
You had to, yeah, you got to move the driver's seat to get
you
to the
have to
battery in a
move the
Porsche.
driver's seat to change the battery.
Mhm.
That right there told me I don't care how much money I make. That just doesn't sound fiscal. I don't want to depend on nobody like that. Like,
Yep.
to be able, it's my battery. I should be able to access my battery. It's certain things I should be able to get to. You know what I mean? Like, the
Exactly.
hell with that.
So everybody could not work on my car.
Yeah,
So
no,
I
the
had
hell
to-
with that.
I have one person that I would go to because I didn't trust anybody else to touch my car. Even with getting my oil change, I only trusted one person to change my oil versus
That's
me being in my
crazy.
Honda.
And
I'm
we
gonna
just
go
pull
to
it
a
up.
place and I'm gonna pull up and get my oil change.
Right.
And I trust that it's gonna be done right. And it's about $80 to $90 cheaper in my Honda to get my oil change versus in that. But I can go way longer in the Porsche than I can in the Honda. You can go damn 3-6 months and not get a oil change in a foreign car versus regular car.
Okay, now
But
this
you're still
is the
paying way more.
this is the other thing. Being in Atlanta, like when you say if you was to go to an event as a, like to the housewives event or whatever, and pulling up in your Honda versus pulling up in your Porsche or whatever, being in Atlanta, one thing that I've learned is I don't really give a damn what kind of car you got.
I don't care now at all.
because all of y'all is renting y'all cars from Hertz. all of y'all is renting y'all cars from Hertz, and you driving around in them for weeks and months at a time, and then you just go rent another car. And I know that's what y'all doing. And the reason why I know is because when I go look at the sticker on the back, it ain't never in your birth
See?
month.
Now I
So,
will say, okay,
foul.
and that's the thing.
Don't
Again,
fall in line with women.
it-
don't let
that's
don't believe
Atlanta
it.
though.
Yeah.
It's probably Atlanta, it's probably LA, and it's probably New York. Those are the places where it kind of you gotta fake it till you make it. Unless like people are surprised that I know certain people, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you knew," or such and such say they knew you. I don't never see you post them, or you're never with them. I don't bother celebrities, right? One, I don't have the financial ability to hang out with them and do the stuff that they do. So yeah, I holler at you when I holler at you. The other thing is I don't feel the need to showboat.
Right.
So if I have something big that I want, I bring certain people in for certain things. And I remember one time where AJ was like his favorite artist was a certain person. And I was like, oh, I'll call. He was like, you don't know that person. I do. I called that person. I was like, hey, my co-host loves you. Can you come on the show? No problem. He was like, what the heck? I don't feel the need to be around certain people to feel like I'm that girl. I'm just KELZ. You see me walking around, I'm doing regular stuff. I drive a regular car. I live in Douglasville. I don't live in Gwinnett. I'd rather save my money. And that's just, he said, I'll change your oil. that's just me. I'm just regular. I'm a regular girl. Now, sometimes that doesn't work for the industry that we're in. I got to get out of that. That's like, I have that mentality. I have money now, but because I want to continue to be real, I still live in the hood. I have that type of mentality. I need to upgrade that some. I'm aware of it. I just haven't got there yet.
I have that mentality. If I can't buy it twice, then I still can't afford it. So a lot of the stuff I might be able to afford one of them, but I can't afford two. So I don't give a damn what you say. I'm still broke. And so you know, and to me, it's like I've been broke before, like broke before. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm just above broke. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I never was the one of those people that was trying to keep up with the Joneses. I have no problem telling you that I got on Rainbow or Shein or whatever else. Like, you're not clowning me by saying that. Like, oh, look at your little Shein outfit, bitch.
Right.
The Shein outfit, hey.
And they wear it too. We all wear it.
Right,
So
exactly.
people are always shocked when they ask me, oh my gosh, where'd you get your shoes? Or where'd you get this? Or where'd you get that? And I say a regular store. They're like, you're kidding me. When'd you get it? I got it last weekend. They have that? I was like, I was shocked too.
First of all, y'all, it's not the clothes when KELZ wears them. It's KELZ, okay? I've told her that before. She took it as an insult until she understood what I said. KELZ has a mannequin body.
And I learned that once you said it, I didn't get it until I took something off the mannequin one time and it fit like a glove. I said,
right.
That's what she means.
She has a mannequin body. You cannot walk into a store and see something on a mannequin and try it on and it look just like the fucking mannequin. It's not gonna work. But KELZ can. She literally has the exact size and shape as a damn mannequin. And because of that, all of the clothes that she puts on, they fit just like you're imagining they're supposed to look on you, right?
Okay.
Not only that, KELZ got a size 6.5 shoe. All of the shoes that they have at the store are gonna fit her right and look cute. I wear a size 10 shoe, KELZ. That same sneaker that you bought that was real cute in that little size look crazy as a boat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny or nothing like that, but I got a little ass. Like, it sit up. You know what I'm saying? So when I wear that cute little tennis skirt that you got, it don't look the same.
Because it hikes up in the back.
It's gonna look different.
Okay.
And so when I try it on, I don't feel the same. Like, I'm somebody's mama. It's not a cute little tennis skirt on me. This is, excuse me, ma'am. Do you have shorts on underneath that? Because what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you can.
KELZ is little. I was surprised when I met you.
Yeah, she's a little teeny
and people
thing.
like, I did not know you was this short. He says this all the time. Like, sometimes I'll tell you who my guest is when we get to it. Sometimes I wear heels and sometimes I don't. So when I don't, he was like, I did not know you was that short. I'm 5'1". I just weighed myself yesterday. I'm a whopping 120 pounds.
Let me tell you something. KELZ makes me feel big. And I like that because I know I'm only 5'2.5". But KELZ makes me feel like a giant, and I like, especially when I got like today, I got my heels on. What's up, little
Yeah,
man?
I am little.
Look,
I am a
little
little
man
bitty.
KELZ right now. What's up, little man? Come here. Let me put you on my. Let me put you on
Yep,
my
I
hip.
am 5'1", 120 pounds.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm teeny
Somebody
tiny.
said next time you see old dude, you need to ask him why was he walking so far.
I know. I want to so bad. I want to so bad. Cause like, sir, where were you going?
Hey, country, country. Who are you talking about, KELZ or me?
What?
Country said, I say it too. I have to remember that you are short some days. Who, her or me? Who short? Cause
I know he ain't remember because I ain't never tall.
I'm big.
I ain't never tall. Oh, that's what he was saying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm big.
Yeah. Okay. So too, we got kind of off topic, and that's okay. That's what the show is designed to do. We start with a topic and it goes where it goes. He said, "I'll put KELZ on my back and climb a mountain."
I'm telling you.
Just real quick to knock off some things that because we were on the men for a while. I might do a part 2 of this because one of the guys, Robert, on here said this is a good conversation that men need to listen to find out what we find feminine in men. I didn't really get into the things that could be considered masculine in women. One thing I will say is not necessarily argumentative woman is very masculine. Even I would say that.
So I'm working on that.
That's he laughs. If a man saying you just all this and you're loud and you're over talking, that to me is extremely masculine.
Okay.
Extremely.
I had a man
Even
say
I
something
don't like
to
that.
me that shut me down and made me think about it so
What
hard.
happened?
He was like, "Do you think that you yell like that because your inner child was never listened to?" And I was
Yes.
like, he
I
was like,
think
"Because I'm
anybody that acts
literally
like that
listening
is.
to you. I'm listening to you, but you're still getting louder. Like, why are you yelling at
Why
me?"
are
And I
you
was like, "I'm
yelling?
not yelling. I'm passionate." And he was like, "Do you think the little girl in you was never heard?" Because, and I'm
You
sitting,
want to fight him too.
I hate you.
Women that put their hands on men is extremely masculine.
I have never. First of all, I know y'all think I might have, but I do not raise my voice at like not like that. And KELZ will
Yeah,
tell
she
you
be making me mad. She ain't even going.
I don't raise my voice. When I get really mad, I get really quiet. Like I talk very low because I want you to understand that this is exactly how I feel and I'm not being emotional. So I start talking like this. Also, I have never broken anything. I have never torn up somebody's stuff. I've never destroyed anything. I come from a household where my mom will little boy the hell out of you, okay? I come from a household where I was literally took on a field trip to be taught the correct way to slash tires so that you
Oh.
cannot get them plugged. And I also know how to make the paint peel off of your car within 24 hours. Do not play with me. Not
Oh my
only
God.
not only do I know that, but I know that that little small triangle window in the back of your car, especially if you got a Hellcat, that is a $2,000 window, and it is also
I don't know
win-
none of this, and I don't want to know.
Oh, I do. It is also a non-functioning window, which means it doesn't roll up
Oh
or
my
down,
gosh.
and so it has to be custom
He said
made.
this is getting scary.
Yeah, it has to be custom made to put in there. But I want to say I have never used any of my
Good.
villain information on
Good.
anyone ever. I just will leave.
Yeah.
You
Somebody
just will
just
come home
said-
and I won't be there anymore. Like I'm that person.
Mhm.
Like I've and I think people think I'm aggressive like that. And that's what I mean by in a relationship you get a completely different person.
Somebody brought out the masculine in me. My ex brought out the masculine. I got to a point where I was extremely abusive to the point where I couldn't stop. Every argument, I was making that man cry. I broke his brand new iPhone because I'm the type that if we argue, I'm gonna shut down. I'm gonna walk away because I need time to cool off. I'm not to follow you in a room.
No.
He was that. He was to follow you no matter where you go. So I left the house, went to my office, and he didn't like that. The conversation wasn't over for him. So 30 minutes later, here he comes. And when he came, I'm just typing. And he's going. I'm typing. He didn't like that. He picked up my work laptop with all my documents that I didn't have backed up to emails or anything, shattered it on the floor. Oh, he just got a brand new iPhone. Took that, shattered on the floor. And at that point, I was like, yeah, you're completely taking me out of who I am as a person. This ain't gonna work. So he was extremely feminine. But we gotta wrap this part up. I'm gonna do a part 2. So Monday, we're gonna continue this conversation on masculine women, feminine men. I have a guest in the building, so we're gonna take a quick break so I can get him situated, and we're gonna do some live karaoke. So if you like karaoke, you like music, you like listening to singing, I'm gonna sing a song too. Then make sure that you stay tuned. If we get knocked off, we get knocked off. But let's just see if it stays on. Let's just
Okay,
see.
we'll
We're
try
gonna
it.
try to make
We'll
it
try
work.
it. We'll try it.
Somebody said I need to get on YouTube. I am. We are on Hit 92.3 right now at this very moment. So if you want to watch me and my guests, because this is only on me right here, if you get on YouTube, Hit 92.3, you'll be
Type
able to
in
see
the
us
Lick
in
Show.
studio and just type in the Lick Show, and we'll be right back.
Yo. Kick it straight, kick it straight, flavor. Yo. Kick it straight, flavor. Flavor. 80 baby J. Kick it straight. Yeah. Somewhere around September 84, I went to a party with Pops and left with my mama. Back 3 trimesters later, welcome one hell of a summer. Big boy, I tell some shit. While I ain't gon' sit down, I got my ass whooped. That took till that feeling wore down, and that was fast. So that I asked myself if I wanna repeat that shit and get beat or try something equally thrilling. Not so Knievel, but close enough even he do a grimace after I witnessing all the pressure I breezed through. 80s, baby, the need for this enigma. Yo, hey, got a different flavor, you can savor indeed, post to appease ya. Yo, hey, take time, filter that stuff out your way that ain't gon' feed ya. And never get close to them suckers, they deep wanna deceive ya. In the 80s, baby's hot, in the 80s, baby's hot, in the 80s, baby's hot, full of chicken pot pie, baby, 80s, baby's pot, full of collard greens. We got the 80s, baby's flavor, we got the 80s, baby's flavor, yeah, 80s, baby's pot, full of chicken pot pie, baby, 80s, baby's pot with the collard greens. We got the 80s, baby's flavor, we got that flavor you can savor, yeah.
Speaking from the old school, we are not of the same. Play a dialogue, interpreting the height as a flame. They think it's all about fucking bitches and rocking a chain. But they mind frame is not in my binocular range. They can be lame with a L, but I'm with cash with a K. And a couple dimes, fiending for us to blast them away. Fucking with a player, she wouldn't dare ask for the pay. Cause the Decatur, baby, I'll leave her ass in the A. She 80, baby, pie full of collard green neck bone. Big show with the flow, get flexed on. I remember making plays on the mid phone, cooling with my partner, Jack Pie by the X on. 12 were hating cause I was fresh with the dreads long. Not a smidget of a sucker in my flesh bone. Flying higher than an Android tech drone. 55 Chevy sitting pretty like a red bone.
In the 80s, baby's pot, full of chicken pot pie, baby, 80s, baby's pot, full of collard greens. We got the 80s, baby's flavor, we got the 80s, baby's flavor, yeah, 80s, baby's pot, full of chicken pot pie, baby, 80s, baby's pot with the collard greens. We got that 80s, baby's flavor, we got that flavor you can savor, yeah. 80s, baby's the greatest human experiment gone right. But as for us, that's just tough. Cause the generation after us is after us and after each other. Can't kill each other fast enough. But this ain't the end all. You ain't gotta pretend, dog. Remember your independence. We begin and we end all. You ain't gotta follow them suckers out on the limb fall, fracturing your extremities, hindering your ascent, dog. Just feed your family, man. It be more important when you about 50 or 60 and looking back at your portrait of life. You like it's more to this. I compare this too much to hell. Hustling, but I feel like I'm a hare in a tortoise shell. Had a nightmare, I felt like I was a werewolf in tortoise shell. Clean off my back and I ain't looked back since. 80s, babies, you get the flavor and passion. Been governing my tax with this southern in my accent, pimp.
I've been through the fire, I've been through the rain, had my share of heartbreaks. There's a different type of pain. Oh, I'm glad I did it on my own. There is no stopping me now, stronger than I've been before. I'm coming out this time, only crying tears of joy, loving on me much more. I got it, I got it. I love you more than I ever have. 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 Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love me. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love me. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love me. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love me. I love me more than I ever have. I love me more than I ever have. I love me more than I ever have. I love me more than I ever have.
Yeah, what's love when you got a lot to feel it? Thank God for the impossible healing. Look at me now, I'm bragging different. Look at me now, this bag is different. So many trials, I'm built to take them. Back on my shit, give me a test, I ace them. Giving that smoke, you think I lace them. Bitches say shock, you will think I taste them. Yeah, giving me more and more. Loving on me, baby, that's for sure. Take back my happiness, fuck what's yours. Out with the trash, don't do no chores. Yeah, giving me more and more. Loving on me, baby, that's for sure. Take back my happiness, fuck what's yours. Out with the trash, don't do no chores. Yeah.
I love me more than I ever have. 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 More than I ever had. More than I ever had. Than I ever had.
All right. We are back on the Lick Show, and I have my boy Brian in studio. So look, this is the first time, so y'all got to bear with us with all that we are doing. On Thursdays, I have a new segment that I am introducing. So you are my very first guest for a Thursday, and this is my first Thursday in, and it is called Everybody No, Ladies Love Mike. When you hear that, what you think that means? Look at me looking at me. We love the microphone. We love to hear men sing. I'm gonna have women in here singing too, but it's something about when a man sings, women be losing it, and they be losing it when you sing. That's the really. So I should just say everybody loves Mike. Oh, I'm gonna sing it today. It does it for you. So let me tell y'all who Brian is. Brian is one of the customers initially at something special Barn Lounge where I'm at on Wednesday nights. And when he first came and he sung, I was like, "Who is this man?" Like your voice is, as they say in the old school, it's like butter. So I was like, "This man has to be an artist." Art, like, tell the people about you. What do you do?
Uh, like 9 to 5. No,
No,
not for real though.
music wise.
Musically, I sing with a band. I'm with ATL Groove Factory. I mean, I do my own stuff privately. Like I used to record and all that kind of stuff. I'm working on covers right now to build up my YouTube channel, um, and social media. So that's pretty much it. Just doing karaoke.
Doing karaoke.
Used to run karaoke. I used to do what you do.
Hmm.
Do the DJ and the hosting. So
You DJ,
I used to.
but you can.
I don't know. You know what? That was back in the day when we still use CDs and stuff.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, it's a
everything is
different
digital
time.
now, and
And they be doing playlists too. I found that out. Sometimes they don't even be doing all the stuff.
nah, they do playlists.
Yeah, and I'm like, these DJs be getting paid all this money to do a playlist. I'm like, I could be a DJ right now.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is preset, and you just
Yeah.
come in and bring it in, bring it out. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I mean, unless somebody requests something, then you have to pull it up, and you can tell when that happens because they like.
Exactly.
Right.
Like you weren't doing it that whole
Right.
time. All right. So we're gonna get into this. So what this segment is, we have a conversation that we were talking about feminine men versus masculine women. And I should have brought you in a lot earlier to discuss it, but I don't want to run out of time of what we're doing. So we bring you in on the conversation, which I do want to hear your point of what you said. And then meanwhile, when we take little breaks in between, we just be in here singing live
Oh,
over
okay.
instrumentals. So we want to hear your voice. For real, for real. So that's why we're doing instrumentals. Now, this isn't only for karaoke. Guests that we'll be having in the future, if you have any independent music, you got your own music that you want to put out to the world, you would bring that in. Of course, I want to hear it first because I don't want nothing boring. And this is for singers only. If you're a rapper, I'm sorry. This is not the segment for you. I'm going to change it from Ladies Love Mike. That's what I had it, but I'm going to say everybody loves Mike. Take it how you want to take it. Take it. This is a word of LGBT.
know,
So if you
though.
want to take it
I
that
don't
way,
know.
you
We
can.
in Atlanta. I don't know if you can name it that. I don't.
It's catchy. It's catchy though.
Come rock my mic.
Come rock my mic.
Come rock my
What about
mic.
just
Come
what
rock
about
my
what about
mic.
just rock the mic? Like
No, I want you to
Somebody
come.
already did that.
That's
Like,
right,
come
yeah.
rock
No, I
my
want you to
mic.
come.
Yeah, come rock my mic.
Because you're coming in studio.
Right.
And these are my mics, so you're gonna rock on it. Come rock. Thank you, Sunshine. She has
You welcome,
debuted the
boss.
new
that
segment.
actually works.
Title is Come Rock My Mic. And we're gonna start with Brian. So again, if you are tuned in on any of these social media platforms, if you're listening on the website and you want to see us in studio, go to Hits 92.3 YouTube channel and just go to the live and just look for the Lick Show, and we're right here. So we're gonna start with my boy, and I got your song. Let me take it off mute because I didn't know how that was. You said you wanted to test. What you said you wanted to test?
Test 1 2 2. You good?
Let's see. And
gonna
you the
hear it?
first one, so we're gonna try this
Am I
out.
gonna
We
hear
gonna
it?
start- Yeah, you're gonna hear it on here too, right?
All right.
Ooh. Now this is my favorite song that he sings at karaoke.
To Oh, you know what you came to do. Foreplay with Rose, putting you in the mood. When you sitting on my face, that's my type of view. Can I swim in your ocean? Can I drown in it too? Baby, when I go deep, touching your soul, I'll make you come over, over and over, and I'll fuck you slow. I'll fuck you slow. We ain't gotta take no time out. Give me up, lick it up. Show me what you do with that mouth. Looking at me while you going down. How you in control, so sexual. How we end up on the floor now. Damn, I think we on the fall around. Arching back, throw it back. These freaky things you do makes me proud of ya. Cause stamina is over for you. I'ma grab your neck, pull your hair, smack that ass. Can't get enough when I go deep, touching your soul. I'll make you come over, over and over, and I'll fuck you slow. I'll make you scream, and I won't let go until you come over, over and over, and I'll fuck you slow.
I'm fucking you slow.
So if you are just tuned in, period. People used to be like, "What is it? Why was it almost like we were the only two that ever heard the song?" And let me tell y'all what he did. He said, "I recorded it for your birthday," and then he posted it to social media.
I did, but I sent it to you first. You have the only actual version. You have the actual.
You did a different version for social media.
You have the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I was about to get him. I was waiting. I was waiting.
She got the whole song on an MP3.
Period. So if you are just tuned in and you're like, what's going on in studio? Our topic of the day is feminine men, masculine women. And we have a new segment that I just changed the name and Sunshine came up with it. I'm so in love with it. Come rock my mic. So every Thursday, the topic will be about relationships and we will have a guest that actually sings for real, for real. Probably 9 times out of 10, it'll be somebody from any of my karaoke events. And they'll be in here singing live in studio. So give us your take on, you said before you started when we were on break, of how you felt about the topic that we were having. You said more men needed to listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like to hear the opinion of like how y'all chit chat with each other.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like we don't like we think one thing, but y'all think a whole nother thing. So it's
Yeah.
like good to know like y'all's mindset on how y'all view what we dress, what we look like when we dress, or things that you like, things that you don't like. Cause a lot of people out here just be like y'all said. Honestly, I was agreeing, like peacocking and what I mean, showboating and stuff like that. But yet, and on top of that, like you said, your priorities and financial priorities are not in the right place because you doing all that, but yet you walk into the house or you got this nice huge car
Mhm.
that you spend hella money on, and you got an apartment. Like it don't
And
make
we ain't
sense.
even
Like
impressed.
like yeah, like it don't make sense. So
It
it's
don't make
like
sense.
it's just certain things that I feel like men need to hear.
Now, don't get it twisted, fellas. There's somebody out there who's gonna be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
But
it
just know
kind of
that
like that Kevin Samuels thing. Like if you think that you are a high value man or you're a high value woman, there are going to be different degrees of desire and whatever. You know what I mean? Like Kels isn't the type of woman that's talking about she want a man with $1 million and she's sitting at the house, you know, not doing anything with her life. Like we get it. We understand. It's a lot of people out there who are delusional as hell, right? But I think when you are talking to educated uh people who still want to find love, because I think that's a big part of it, right? It's people out there who just trying to trick off and they just want, financial they just want financial stability or whatever with somebody and they ain't really trying to fall love or
Right.
whatever, right? But when you're talking to people who really still want real solid relationships, want love, want to be with somebody with substance and vulnerability and truth and stuff like that, I think you are going to get a different kind of conversation than you would get from the men versus women type podcasts and topics and stuff.
Absolutely.
So that's why we appreciate Kels and why so many men actually tune in.
Period. Okay, so then it's my time, and then I'm just, I'm only doing one, and then you got two more.
Wait, well, I got two more. You only doing one.
Cause it's about you, boo.
It's about us.
All right, let's go. Come rock my mic. You got me. You got me. You got me. You got me speechless. where you've been, baby. Waiting for you all day. Waiting for you to use a key that opens my place. My heart starts trembling as I hear your footsteps pace. Lock open, door not turn. Then appears your face. Going out my head, I think I'm losing all my mind. Try me crazy, burning candles, making love all night. Feels so strange, it feels so crazy to be in your world. In yours, lost for words, you've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me speechless. Laying so closely, I feel your skin rubbing and touching me. Only sweat between us. Feeling you kissing and pleasing me. I rub your back, I kiss your neck. I know that you love it when I touch like that. I can feel you need me. Feels so good to me. Feels so good to me. Oh, drive me crazy, burning candles, making love all night. Feels so strange, it feels so crazy to be in your world. In yours, lost for words, you've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me speechless. Yes. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. All I can say is yes, yes, yes. Kiss me. Hold me. You got me. So back to the topic at hand. We don't have much longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw in your other song. But some of the things we weren't able to say of the females, because again, I'm gonna do a part 2 next week on Monday. But some of the things I did not get to say is like when it comes to the women. Of course, I brushed on it quickly. Is how women speak, like the tone, the
Mhm.
the disrespect, the cutting off,
Mhm.
could be considered masculine.
Definitely.
What would be some other things that women do that men would consider masculine?
Mm. I don't know. I mean, I think like sorry. No. I feel like those are major. But like I guess always trying to control everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not allowing, sometimes they were like, well, you're supposed to lead, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
you also have to give me that space to do so. You know what I mean? If you're already
Hmm.
trying to handle everything.
Now, what can a woman do to make a man feel like she's not allowing him to get in that role in that space?
I mean, it could be as simple as making decisions without even communicating that.
Okay. That's
Um,
masculine.
yeah, like I mean,
Hmm.
and I don't know if I would necessarily call it. Well, I guess it would be considered masculine, but I think it's just it puts a man like it's like, well, dang, like what am I, chopped liver? Like I didn't even get a chance to
Okay.
weigh in on this. You know what I mean? You just making decisions and they're not even talking to me.
And
So,
even if she feels, because this has been a conversation, so I'm gonna jump in. Even if she feels like it's a good decision for the both of us,
but
that's
if it's a good
still
decision for the both of us, that means I should be included.
period. So that is another thing. So I'm learning because this is good for me
Yeah,
too.
I mean, but
So
think about it.
over
Like
talking. Go
if
ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
if I was trying to do something or whatever that benefited us, but
Mm-hmm.
you were affected in it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were affected in it, then you would want to be a part of that decision as well because you're like, well, wait a
True.
minute, maybe it might be something I might not want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, that is good to know because I'm thinking it's just, of course, because I'm a woman and I can't be in a man's brain of what he thinks is masculine in women. So
mhm,
let me ask you, because we were talking about this before you came in. Some men would find a woman that owns her own everything and she's, or not even own, she might be the manager at her job. She might be
mhm.
the general manager. She might have her own all of these things. And then she comes into a relationship and she doesn't mind a 50-50 split. Do you find that to be masculine?
No. Um, for me, it's kind of like I know I have a real partner. I
Okay.
know if something now, granted, personally, yeah, I want to make sure that I can take care of us.
Mhm.
But if something were to happen to me, I know the type of person that you are and that you're gonna make sure that we stay afloat while I'm getting, while something else happen, gets together.
Mhm.
So it's like that's I don't know, that's sexy to me. Like, what I mean, when you see a woman that can get her own and do that and not always relying on a man to take care of her,
Okay.
that's attractive.
Okay. And that's what we were saying. Some would find it sexy. Some would find it
Well, because
masculine.
some people feel like it's controlling the other way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like when you have to control the money, you have to control this, you have to control that. You want a woman to stay at home all the time because you want to be able to know where she is at all times. You want to.
Mm.
It's a control factor.
Okay.
I mean, and sometimes it's, hey, babe, you can work if you want to, but you don't have to. Like, that's your
I want
choice.
that
That's
option.
your choice. Like,
I
what I
want the
mean?
man that gives
That's what I'm
me
saying.
that
Like,
option.
because I know sitting at home could be
Boring.
boring. So it's like if you doing that for your fulfillment, then that's fine because
Mhm.
that in turn helps us collectively. Because now you're not at home resenting me for just sitting there bored and you got all this stuff in your brain. Like, wait a minute.
Mhm. And then when you get home, I'm ready to have
Yeah,
fun, and you
and I'm
tired.
like, ugh.
That's the flip side of
Yeah.
it. All right, we got another song for you. I know I done made you drop the chord. I'm sorry. So if you're just tuned in, if you want to see us both fully in on camera, you can just go to YouTube at Hits 92.3 and just go to the live section and find the Lick Show. We have a segment here that I just started today on Thursday. So every Thursday will be Come Rock My Mic. I'm gonna be excited about this every time I say it until I get used to it. But Come Rock My Mic is a segment for Thursdays where I have actual singers to come in studio, do a little bit of karaoke. If you have independent music, you can do your independent music here. And we talk about the discussions that we have. So today it is feminine men versus masculine women. And we are up. This is Brian's second song. It's still on mute. That red button. I hope it's right. I just picked one. We'll figure it out.
We'll see.
We will see.
Hmm. Ooh. Baby, since the day you came into my life, you made me realize that we were born to fly. You showed me every day new possibilities. You improved my fantasies of love could really be. Let's go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we never know, to the top of the clouds we floating away. Yeah. Oh, this feels so crazy, and oh, this love is blazing. Said, baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. So high, so high. Yeah, yeah. Maybe later we can go up to the moon, or sail amongst the stars before the night is through. And when morning comes, we'll see the sun's not so far, and we can get much closer to God than where we are. We'll go to a place only lovers go, to a spot that we never know, to the top of the clouds we floating away. Yeah. Oh, this feels so crazy, and oh, this love is blazing. And baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. So high, so high. Hey, hey, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, wow. Hey, oh, this feels so crazy. Oh, this love is blazing. Baby, we're so high, walking on cloud nine. You got me up so high, yeah. You got me up so high. You got me up so high. My shoes are scraping the sky, yeah. You got me up so high, yeah. You got me up so high. You got me up so high. My shoes are scraping the sky. Ooh, 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 oh, yeah, yeah. This is how I'm supposed to be. Yeah, yeah. This is how I'm supposed to be. Let's go to the moon, baby. Oh, oh, let's go to the moon, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Go. Let's go to the moon, baby. So high.
Boy, you better stop playing. I said, hey, hey, daddy.
You crazy. Crazy, crazy.
All right, we got one more for you. Put in.
Yep, we're doing it. We are doing
I
it.
said this for you.
We are doing it.
Let's see. They said so good. You had a bunch of hearts going. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna knock that one out quick. Meanwhile, today is Thursday. We have I gotta get used to this because I'm not here on Thursdays. We got Samaj in the music. Karen, my girl Karen is back. Yeah, that's why I kept looking at the clock. Karen is back today. Karen the Connector is here on Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. each and every Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Don't go far. Once this show is over, go get something to drink real quick and come right back for Karen the Connector. That's from 2 to 4. Then Samaj is the only other one on Thursday right now. 8 to 10 p.m. we have Samaj and the music. His show is amazing too. He is an artist as well. I gotta make sure I get him in on studio. If you're ever watching from the beginning of the show, we do play his song during the show, his music video and everything. So if you want to be a guest on the show, you're seeing what you like and you want to be a part of it, then just send me an email at L.I.C.K radioshow@gmail.com and send your music. Say, hey, I want to be a part of Come Rock My Mic on Thursdays. And you have to send your music for me to listen to it.
No, that's not what you say to her. What you do is you DM her and you say, KELZ, can I come rock your mic? You gotta ask. You gotta ask the right way. You gotta say it right.
Can I come rock your mic?
KELZ, can I come rock your mic, baby? That's what you gotta say. You gotta say it right.
And I love the name of this show because somebody has already said something crazy. He said you can come rock my mic. I wanted something controversial, which is why I had the other name, but this one works even better. So here we go. What you got? What you put on? Oh gosh.
You ready?
Yes. That gives me a chance to because I gotta run to get my cord. Because you first, right?
Yeah, I'm
first. Okay.
To just act like we never were, to come around and not show her. How dare we grieve by shaking hands just months ago? I wasn't your man, or was your man?
Early we agreed it was over, and we were through.
I'm trying to compose myself, but I just can't get over you, no.
We can't be friends.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Can't
KELZ, you know
friends.
I can't go on being just your friend.
We
Yeah.
can't be friends.
'Cause I'm still in love with you. Hey.
I went by Mother's, saw your car there. To her, you're still family, and it don't seem fair for everyone to just go on. And I've tried and I can't do it, 'cause I'm still torn.
I try to think of you as just another
love
in my past,
that
didn't last.
But it's not that simple, baby.
We can't be friends.
Oh, no.
We can't be friends.
If we can't be lovers,
We can't be friends.
'cause I'm still in love.
You may see me staring or never catch me in the day. May see me hang my head when you come my way. Don't get too close to me and expect me to behave. I might just steal a kiss if you come near my face. What I'm trying to say, I hope we can be friends.
Can you look me in the eye and honestly say you don't love me?
I'll never, ever find another love like you. Oh, I love you so much, baby.
I love you too much.
Ooh, we can't be friends. I'm still in love with you.
And that concludes the Lick Show with my boy Brian. Tell everybody where to find you.
Hey, you can find me at I am Sir 521 on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. I am Sir 521 also.
Period. Thank you so much for coming in and rocking out with me. All right, so that's it. We got the Karen the Connector coming up. We have our flagship show every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. All hustle, no fear. Make sure y'all follow the radio station on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and still on Twitter, even though I don't have the login, but it's still going. Hit 92.3. You can find me on all social media platforms at The Real Who Is KELZ, and we are out. Peace.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P-Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most. KELZ, we got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items, looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.